This is a Levain Bakery cookie. You know, the massive, gooey, 800 plus calorie ones from New York. And I just made a version, half the fat, half the calories, and double the protein. And it's still gooey in the middle. Don't believe me? Let's go. For years, I've been obsessed. But here's the thing, but they're so high in calories. 810 calories per cookie. I gotta make these cookies healthy. I gotta make them high protein, low fat. I know I can do it. So I'm in New York today. I'm gonna go and get some, and let's just call it research. On my way to Levain Bakery now. Here I am, my John Shaft turtleneck. I can dig it. Let's get some cookies. Okay, give me 2 chocolate chip walnut and give me two chip chocolate chip cookie. The moment of truth. Oh yeah, baby. Chocolate walnut, 2 chip. Look at this thing, man. Whoa. Filled with chips and walnuts. Man, that is the good stuff. Look at it. Unbelievably beautiful. Too good to eat in the straight. I'm gonna take these puppies home. So this is a real Levain Bakery cookie. Here's how it sounds. It's pretty loud. That's what a cavalcade of butter, flour, and sugar sounds like. Looks great, not great for you. So we're gonna take a different route and hack them healthy. Okay, first let's get out everything you need to make them. You're gonna need 2 bowls, measuring spoons, measuring cups, just a couple of them for today, a hand blender, and if you don't have a hand blender, it's okay, a fork or anything like that's fine. Let's talk about the main ingredients. Almond flour, baking soda, salt, unsalted butter, non-fat Greek yogurt, 2 eggs, vanilla extract, and dark chocolate. 70 or 72% works. And I got a few unique things in this that make it work. Lupin flour, xanthan gum, your favorite unflavored whey casein blend, liquid allulose, powdered sucralose, and stevia. Now, if it seems like a lot, don't worry about it at all. You can do all of this in just about 10 minutes. Let's talk about some of the unique ingredients. Lupin flour. It's high protein, it's low carb. Just look at those macros. Half the carbs, triple the protein. So it needs kind of like a supporting actor, you know, like Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer. Not the lead, but still steals the show. All right, focus. It works with almond flour. Almond flour brings the fat and the moisture, but this cuts the nuttiness and it combines to taste kind of a little like all-purpose flour. Next up, xanthan gum. I learned this the hard way. Rule of thumb, 1/4 teaspoon, ever. Use too much, it ends up tasting like some pasty alien food. Trust me, you don't want to try it. Protein powder, the unflavored whey matters. You see, flavored powders, they sound good, but they hijack the taste. Unflavored lets everything else shine. Allulose, this is the key. You get that golden, slightly crisp exterior. That liquid allulose behaves like sugar under heat. This is how you keep the cookies soft, gooey, and real, that liquid allulose. And sucralose, pure sucralose. Folks, this is super concentrated. Look at that tiny scoop right there. That's it, that's all you need. You can think of this as kind of like the volume knob for sweetness. We're turning it all the way up. And then stevia. Now, if you don't have any sucralose, use stevia drops. It's kind of like your backup quarterback. It doesn't light the world on fire, but it can still win you the game. Three-quarters cup almond flour, a half a cup of lupin flour, 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt. In a separate bowl, mix up your wet ingredients. 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 3 tablespoons of that liquid allulose, a pinch of sucralose, just that little tiny spoon, and as an option, 5 stevia drops. Now, preheat the oven to 400 degrees and you're gonna mix everything up. Start with the wet ingredients, the creaming of the butter. Cream the butter and the sweeteners, mix them together until they're light and slightly fluffy. This is gonna build the structure and it's gonna add air. Then you add in the yogurt, the eggs, and vanilla. It might look a little uneven at first, it's totally fine. Fold the dry into the wet, just to combine. So for me, it's like 30 to 45 seconds, not a whole lot. You see, protein powder is kind of temperamental. You can't mix it too much or it ends up making everything stiff. And now it's chocolate time. Levain Bakery cookies are used with semi-sweet chocolate chips, not exactly the bastion of health. We're using 1/2 of a dark chocolate bar, healthier and far fewer calories. There's nothing better than looking at chocolate. Put saran wrap on top and let it chill in the fridge for 30 minutes.
One eternity later.
Once you take them out of the fridge, line a cookie sheet with parchment paper and then form 4 tall lumps. I like to weigh them on a scale, then divide them evenly for consistent macros. Then press slightly down and add some flake salt on top. Pop them in the oven. Here's where it gets interesting. You're gonna bake them on 400 degrees for 5 minutes, not a second longer. That heat blast sets the outside so they don't spread. Then drop it to 350. Another 5 minutes. This keeps the center soft, thick, and slightly underbaked. Think about it like searing a steak. High heat first, and then lower to finish. Now, take them out of the oven and let them rest. They're gonna look underbaked, that's fine. They firm up as they cool. And here's the payoff. I was surprised at how creamy, gooey, and rich this turned out to be. Levain definitely has a stronger, buttery flavor and about 70 more pounds of chocolate, but I like the way these turned out, soft and moist, unlike Levain, and yet still densely rich with chocolate. Check out the macro comparison. 11 grams of protein, 95 grams of carbs, and 44 grams of fat at a whopping 810 calories for Levain. The ones I just made? 22 grams of protein, 29 grams of carbs, 24 grams of fat for just 360 calories. Half the calories, double the protein, still hits like a real Levain cookie. And look, Levain's meant to be a decadent treat, or maybe even your whole cheat meal. Now with these, I can eat them any time of day. Post-workout, pre-workout, morning, noon, night, maybe just not all on the same day. Let me know what you think of these in the comments, or what you think of this video. And if you want me to hack anything else, I'm all ears. Let me know below. If you want more recipes that actually work, not that fake healthy stuff, subscribe.